James Kelly, who didn't appear in any of those rankings, coming out after the race and saying...
Because he finished where? Fourth?
Yeah. Basically admitting that he's completely burnt out.
Yeah.
So he got over an hour, which, you know, when I saw him not win the race ahead of, I think it was Fabi, that was the race that he was in. Yeah, I knew something was coming out on his social media about it. And yeah, funnily enough, he was saying how he's been going at it full on for too long, and essentially saying he needed a deload week at the very least, or maybe even a few weeks of just being completely off or doing what he wants, which is what most of the elites did after Worlds, which he apparently didn't. So I think he said, I'll be back, but not for a while. So
yeah,
that's pretty indicative.
Painfully cryptic.
Yeah, I think that's pretty indicative of him taking some time either off training or off any structured training. So yeah, definitely saw that James Kelly didn't have the race that he was looking for. But yeah, he'll be back. And it's just interesting to see that, you know, if anyone, you know, who's listening to this is not an Elite 15 athlete, we're that, and feels that they need some time off, all of them are doing the exact same thing. I'm struggling with that right now. We're in a beautiful location right now where, I mean, yeah, if anyone's watching the screen, that it's not actually a green screen. It's green, but it's not a green screen. I mean, it is beautiful. And it's trying to get it out of my head, that the only thing I can think about at times and worrying about is training. And it's just me and my coach thinking of this week as more of like a deload week. So it's not completely off. I've managed to... It's been incredibly hard to get to a gym, and a gym with any sort of meaningful equipment or anything like that. It's been incredibly hard. And, you know, for the first time, I don't know how long, I'm training once a day. You know, I've got even a couple days where I'm having to take completely off here. And it's just sometimes looking at people like that, or looking at people in the Elite 15, like, for example, Louis Ostley came second in the world. He's had 3 weeks almost completely off training. James Kelly saying he needs some time off because he didn't take it, and it was a huge mistake. I didn't feel like I needed it coming into this trip, but if you wait until you need it, then you're already past the point of no return. It's sort of like during threshold training, if you're super thirsty and then decide to hydrate, you've left it too late already. So it's sort of taking that sort of decrease in volume, decrease in load, decrease in training before your body absolutely needs it is sort of that perfect time. And I didn't feel like I needed it. I could have kept going, like I said before in my videos and stuff. But I think this trip's come around at a time where maybe in hindsight, I'll look back and be like, I actually really needed this deload week. Right now, it doesn't feel like that, and it's really stressed me out. But sometimes you need it. And after I think I must have had 6 months leading up to Worlds of training twice every single day, including my active recovery days. So
why aren't I deloading this week? I think
was that a serious question?
I think it's important that I do.
You are actually.
I think this is not deloading. I need to start deloading before I think I need to deload. That's what you just said.
Okay, that's only the case if you don't normally feel like you need to deload. He's constantly requesting a deload, and so I never give him one until he requests one, and then I still don't give him one. So
when do I get a deload week?
when you hit a massive wall and fall backwards. Until then, you're not getting one.
You just said that would be bad.
I'm kidding. If any of my clients listen to this, that's not how I program it. I'm not serious. I'm not.
You are, though.
Only with you.
You wait for your clients to... Just me.
I seek burnout with you.
Just
Find burnout and work backwards from there.
Brilliant. Thanks, coach. Okay. So when I hit the wall, I'll have a pod on my own from my sick bed, and I'll go, this is my deload week.
Yeah, and I'll be like, now we know your limits. Now we can take it back an hour a week.
An hour?
Yeah.
Awesome. Back down to 30 hours a week of training. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so I'm doing about 8 hours a week of training, and it's more than I've ever done. So back at my biggest training days...
Not more running than you've done, though. So yeah, your marathon days.
So back in my marathon days, I was training for about 7 hours a week. I probably topped off at 8 hours a week once.
Which is still averaging, obviously, over an hour a day of training.
Right, excluding mobility and walks and whatnot. But most of that, almost all of that would be running. And then in my last year of marathon running, just after I missed the 4 hour mark by 2 seconds in Orlando, I started doing CrossFit. And that's when I'd have literally about 2 to 3 hours a week worth of CrossFit, and the rest of it would be running. Whereas now I'm probably doing 3 hours running and 5 hours of stuff.
Yeah. But all that stuff is like really important to make sure that he's able to run as much as he is. For, the older you get, the more that stuff becomes important.